This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on the South Today, Moeraki restaurateur Fleur Sullivan has been left shocked and saddened by a burglary at her restaurant. One of the most famous large works by Port Chalmers artist Ralph Hotore has moved across town. And a new food trail has been launched in Clutha to tap into the growing numbers of tourists passing through the area. Kia ora and good evening, I'm Sophie Morris. Moeraki restaurateur Fleur Sullivan has been left shocked and saddened by a burglary at her restaurant. Tens of thousands of dollars worth of food was stolen from freezers 3 weeks ago after locks were drilled open to gain access to them.
A quiet haven attacked by hungry robbers at night. The popular restaurant Fleur's Place at Moeraki has had tens of thousands of dollars worth of seafood, meat and other items stolen from 2 freezers outside the building. Restaurateur Fleur Sullivan is dismayed at the loss.
All my beautiful sausages made from my pit island sheep and salamis, you name it, they've taken it. Everything that's sort of like you're a squirrel and you've got it all stored up to use when you need it. Gone.
It's been 3 weeks since the theft and Sullivan is disappointed no one has come forward with information.
I'm really disappointed, mainly really disappointed that no one has told us anything. Like, somebody knows where it is and where it went.
And she's not looking forward to installing security cameras to the iconic restaurant.
Now I have to look at security lights and cameras, which we get people from all over the world here every single day. Every country never ceases to amaze me where people come from. And I don't want them to see my building cameraed up.
Police say their investigation is continuing. A $5,000 reward has been offered for any information that could lead to the apprehension of the offender or offenders. In Moeraki, for the South Today.
Dunedin's St Clair Beach has seen stabilisation work begin today on the sand sausages which were damaged by storms earlier this year. The City Council expects to spend 3 to 5 days on the work, which is set to cost around $28,000. The work involves clearing large rocks and debris from the sand sausages, as well as repositioning any of the sandbags which shifted during the winter storms. The sand sausages protect the inland sandbank and allow people access to the beach at all stages of the tide. The work also improves access to the track above the sandbags. While the work occurs over the next few days, public will not be able to access the beach down the ramp, but there will be access from along the top of the sand sausages. One of the most famous large works by Port Chalmers artist Ralph Hotore has moved across town. The 5-metre triptych hung at the University of Otago's Richardson building for 3 decades, but has now been reinstalled at its former home.
Rain has returned to the Hocken Library. Dunedin artist Ralph Hotore's 5-metre 3-panel artwork Rain was reinstalled in the foyer of the Hocken Library today.
And it was made in 1979 for the installation in the recently completed Hocken building.
It took a team of about 10 staff more than half an hour to carefully hang the 3 panels in place. Hocken Collections head curator Robin Notman says that the 3 panels were last on display in 2011.
So originally they were in the Hocken building on campus, but since 2007 they've been down here at the Hocken building in Anzac Avenue, where they've been in storage and they've also been fully conserved.
The artwork was commissioned by the university in 1979 to be displayed in the then recently completed Hocken building, which is now known as the Richardson. They hung there for nearly 30 years. The originals were removed in 2007 because of concerns about their condition, and replicas were installed in their place. Notman says the 60th anniversary of the Burns Fellowship seems a fitting time to bring the originals out again.
So one of the reasons we wanted to bring them out is because they're conserved, we're able to show them again. And also we wanted to celebrate or put an artwork up to commemorate the Burns 60th.
The artwork was inspired by poet Hone Tūwhare, who's a close friend of Hoteri's and himself a Burns Fellow. The banners are likely to be on display until mid-2019 to coincide with the university's 150th anniversary celebrations. In Dunedin, the South Today.
A Dunedin doctor accused of murdering a local teen will apply to have the trial heard outside the city and has a new lawyer to argue his case. 30-year-old Venard Scanther is charged with the murder of 16-year-old Amber Rose Rush, who was found dead in her Corstorphine home in February this year. The case was called before the High Court this morning, where it became clear Auckland defence lawyer Mark Ryan had been replaced by Christchurch's Jonathan Eaton QC. The hearing on the trial's location will take place in November. The jury trial is currently set down for March next year. A new food trail has been launched in Clutha to tap into the growing numbers of tourists passing through the area. The trail has already identified 25 boutique food producers for visitors wanting to unearth the region's culinary gems.
A sweet temptation for passing tourists. Louise Thompson's homemade honey stall at Kaka Point is one of 25 boutique producer vendors on the new food trail in Clutha. She says the trail allows sales of her honey to have a personal touch.
Food seems to be quite a trendy thing at the moment, and people want to sort of connect with their food and know where it comes from. And I think to meet the person that's produced your food and see where it's been made is a really special thing.
Over the last year, the Clutha Development Agency has been working on new ways to tap the growing numbers of tourists travelling through the district, and Thompson says the trail is a positive step.
I think the food trail will be good for tourism in the area because there are a lot of people coming to the Clutha region and the Catlins area as well.
Thompson started making honey as a hobby, but that's grown into a business with the influx of tourists.
I had young children, I was looking for a change of work, so I decided to take the jump and become a commercial beekeeper. And I had some friends who were commercial beekeepers who supported me and mentored me with that, and that's how I ended up at the Kaka Point Honey Company.
While she sells most of her clover and kamahi honey through wholesalers and local shops, Thompson's Honesty Box stall along the Clutha Food Trail is proving to be yet another way to find customers. At Kaka Point, for the South Today.
Still to come on the South Today. The annual Great Naseby Water Race was held at the weekend and some competitors ran 200 kilometres.
Hi, it's me again. It's that time of year. It's our season, winter clearance. It's our greatest ever. 50% off all these, jackets and vests, knitwear, dress and casual trousers, warm shirts and business shirts, suits and sports jackets, 50% off. 3 stores, greatest ever winter season clearance, Alex Campbell Menswear.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
So, all 3 stores, 50% off. It's our greatest ever winter clearance.
Roslyn Mowers and Heating are your local Massport heating agents and offer you a competitive quote on complete Massport fire installation. Come and see the Massport Cromwell Ultra Low Emission Burner in action. See you in store soon. Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Step into Shop on Carroll and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today, phone 03 488 2754.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoai Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
Welcome back. Environment Southland is proposing changes that will see a ban on all new domestic cats in the seaside community of Omaui between Invercargill and Bluff to help protect the area's biodiversity. Biosecurity Operations Manager Ali Mead says the positive impact on the environment would be huge. The area is home to Department of Conservation Scenic Reserve land and Invercargill City Council land. And it's been known to attract native birds including tui, kakariki, keriru and more. Mead says under the proposal, any domestic cat will be neutered and microchipped, so a list can be kept of who owns cats so they can live out their natural life. The annual Great Naseby Water Race was held over the weekend with some competitors running a distance of 200 kilometres. In that long run, Dunedin ultra distance runner Glenn Sutton came home first, which is his second consecutive win.
Runners of all shapes, sizes and abilities took on a variety of distances at the 11th annual Great Naseby Water Race over the weekend. Race co-director Jamie Sinclair says the race starts for staggered according to distance.
Yeah, so far we've got just over 30 people running around the course. 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow the next lot start. They're the 100k and the 80k. And then 10 o'clock tomorrow morning we get the last wee batch of folk coming, and they're the 50k people and the teams that are doing two-person teams.
Sinclair says 170 competitors travelled from far and wide for the event.
This is our 12th year, and this year we've got 170 people, I think, doing it. Last year we had 116. The weather's going to be good, the track's in good condition, there's quite a few more trees down, you can see a lot more of the place now.
44-year-old Dunedin joiner Glenn Sutton claimed victory in the 200-kilometre event, finishing the race of 20 10-kilometre laps in 23 hours and 42 minutes, 2 hours ahead of his nearest opponent. He told the ODT he faded after a quick start and found laps 13 and 14 tough going. The race co-director says people having a relaxing weekend could have spared a thought for those who ran for 24 hours in some cases.
They'll be ticking along all day and all night while you guys are sitting at home watching TV in the Coronation Street and drinking your teas and coffees. These guys will be out here hammering it away.
This is the second year the race has included a 200-kilometre distance and is also Glenn Sutton's second victory, although he was over an hour faster last year. Sutton is hoping to run the Dunedin Marathon in 2 weeks' time. In Naseby, the South Today.
After the break on the South Today, Dunedin police are advising people not to drink stolen Waikato draft beer, and fire stations on the west coast open their doors trying to attract volunteers.
Hi, it's me again. It's that time of year. It's our season, winter clearance. It's our greatest ever. 50% off all these jackets and vests, knitwear, dress and casual trousers, warm shirts and business shirts, suits and sports jackets. 50% off. 3 stores, greatest ever winter season clearance. Alex Campbell Menswear.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
So, all 3 stores, 50% off. It's our greatest ever winter clearance.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Roslyn Mowers and Heating are your local Massport heating agents and offer you a competitive quote on complete Massport fire installation. Come and see the Massport Cromwell Ultra Low Emission Burner in action. See you in store soon.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today. Phone 03 488 2754.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Welcome back. Dunedin police are warning recently stolen cases of Waikato draft beer aren't fit for human consumption. Senior Sergeant Trevor Thompson says between Friday and yesterday, a person jumped a fence to get to a loading dock in Rattray Street before making off with 3 24-packs of beer. He says the irony is the beer was being tested and shouldn't be consumed by anybody. 2 of the cases are Waikato Draft and the third brand is unknown. Senior Sergeant Thompson says he wants to warn the offender consuming the beer before it's been tested might be detrimental to their health. The West Coast have had a fire call of a different sort recently, one where people are invited to be fire volunteers for their local communities. The coordinated event saw every fire station from Karamea to Haast and inland to Springs Junction, Moana and Kokatahi open their doors to encourage new volunteers.
Open for business and seeking volunteers. Fire stations on the West Coast threw open their doors to attract new recruits. Kumara Fire Chief Gary Lindbaum says vehicle accidents are the most common call-outs they attend.
Like we get between 35-40 call-outs a year.
Right.
And say 99% are MBAs really.
Yeah. Volunteers from each brigade were on deck to talk to people about how they can give their time to roles needed by each brigade. Lindbaum says there are many opportunities for volunteers and the workload is irregular.
Nearly. Sometimes none for a month and you get them all on weekends.
Fire and Emergency NZ says the informal open day is the first step towards encouraging volunteers. A range of different skills and capabilities are needed, not just fighting fires on the front line, but also filling the crucial support roles. In Greymouth, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Tens of thousands of dollars worth of food was stolen from Fleurs Place 3 weeks ago after locks were drilled open to gain access to them. A 5-metre Ralph Hotore artwork hung at the University of Otago's Richardson building for 3 decades has now been reinstalled at its former home, and a food trail has identified 25 boutique food producers for visitors wanting to unearth the region's culinary gems. And now for a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Craig.
Good evening. Yeah, we've got an interesting story about some concerns about the availability of secure mental health services in Dunedin, and it stems from a court story today where a woman who was charged with the aggravated robbery of a dairy last week appeared in court, and they had to refer her to prison because there wasn't any availability at Waikari Hospital at the moment. The judge expressed some real concern about that. They were told that they could, if it became desperate, could send her to Christchurch, but at the moment there are just no beds available in Dunedin. So the judge has given them 2 weeks to try and sort that out, and she's been sent to prison in the meantime, but hopefully they can sort that issue out. We've got New Zealand Fashion Week in Auckland at the moment, and we have some spectacular photos today from former Otago Polytech graduates Angela Stewart and Rachel Easting from their label 27 Names, so really nice photos worth having a look at.
Right.
On our fresh pages we talked to social media influencer Ariana Gonzalez about ethical fashion and her life online. Former Dunedin woman now living in Nelson, but started a travel blog in 2014, now has something like 10,000 followers, mostly through Instagram, hard to say. And on the sports front we've got winter games out of Cadrona with the giant slalom, and we posed the question, is Ben Smith, our star All Black out of Dunedin, is he better playing on the wing or fullback? Lots of debate about that at the moment, but I think the way he's playing wouldn't matter where he is on the field as long as he's out there, so worth a look.
Great, thank you, Craig.
Thank you.
All of that and more in tomorrow's ODT. And now for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
Tonight's southern view is of Dunedin's St Clair Beach. Looking at the situation, it will be cloudy with a few showers about tomorrow as a depression in the Tasman Sea edges closer to the country. Looking to the northwest of the South Island, Greymouth and Westport can expect rain and 13 degrees. Across to the northeast, Nelson and Blenheim also have rain and 14 degrees. The rain continues further south in Canterbury. Kaikoura can expect 16 degrees, Christchurch 13 and 12 in Ashburton where it's also raining. Heading to the south, Balclutha, Catlins, Gore and Lumsden can expect moderate northeasterlies with a few showers and a high of 10. Across to Central Lakes, Wanaka, Queenstown and Alexandra can all expect moderate northerlies with some rain and a high of 9. Te Anau is a place to be with mostly fine weather and moderate northeasterlies with a high of 9. In northern Otago, Timaru and Oamaru can expect moderate northeasterlies, showers and a high of 10. It will be similar inland for Twizel and on Marama with moderate northerlies, brief rain and a high of 9. In Dunedin, it will be cloudy tonight with an overnight low of 7. With increasing cloud tomorrow, some showers mid-morning and again late afternoon, along with breezy cold northeasterlies, a high of 10 and a low of 5. Thursday brings back the fine weather with sunny periods, some cloud and light southwesterlies, a high of 12 and a low of 5. And those in Invercargill can expect high cloud tonight with an overnight low of 7. Tomorrow brings fine weather with high cloud and breezy northeasterlies, a high of 12 and a low of 5. Thursday we see some showers developing with colder southwesterlies, a high of 10 and a low of 5. That's all for our news this Tuesday. For the latest news from the southern region, head online and follow us on Facebook, YouTube and at channel39.co.nz as well as odt.co.nz. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.